తల్లిదండ్రులు కావాలనుకునే మీ కలని నిజం చేసుకోండి. ఆర్థిక స్థితికి అనుకూల పద్ధతిలో మామ్ IVF తో.
Well, today my guest is a big lady, not in terms of looking big, but yes, in her work. She made a big mark on international level. Interior, in the field of interior, she's a big name. Shabnam Gupta. Well, let's find out what she's doing in Hyderabad and what she has bought for Hyderabadis. So you want to know? First, let me welcome you, ma'am, in Hyderabad.
Thank you so much.
I mean, you made a big mark in the field of interior. You're a proudest for all the women there who wanted to be like you, who want to make their careers in interior. We always just think interior bole to is not such, you can't, it's just have little bit boundaries, not you can go out of the world.
Yes.
But you made a very big mark. How was your journey?
Journey's actually been great. I think interiors is a great line to be in. I've been very fortunate that our work is different. Our work is eclectic and bold, and we stood out very early on in my career and haven't looked back or stopped ever since.
But how people used to like react when your struggle days, when you started your, it's a long journey, like it's how many years now?
24 years now.
My God,
yeah.
Before 20 years I think people don't know what interior design is.
Absolutely, yeah.
And after you came, now it's become a trend. Every girl, every boy take it, this career is so seriously.
Absolutely.
We have colleges, we have institute where you are teaching students also, or making a path or making a way, okay, you can come and join here, and we are here for you.
Right.
So before 24 years, how was that dealing with this career, this interior career? How tough it was for you that time?
So, I wouldn't say it was tough, honestly, because I think our work attracts a very creative mindset of people. And I was fortunate that we got to work with people like the late Irfan Khan and Kangana Ranaut. We've done a lot of homes
I
for
know
her.
You are favorite of all celebs. I know Bollywood and all.
Yeah, I think what happens is that luckily we got a lot of spotlight because of the clientele that I had. But that client, being creative themselves, understand our work and understand the freedom of expression.
But my question is, 24 years ago, how you convinced yourself or your family that you want to be in this?
So I've always been a rebel.
Okay,
and,
good.
I actually, my dad wanted me to do home science.
Okay. So you are a creative lady, I can see that.
Yeah, and I think he thought I was too much of a tomboy at that point.
Okay.
Fortunately, interiors chose me, and I got into interiors. It's I used to work with my father in the marketing company, and my grandfathers made Ramayan, the late Ramanan Sagar, and my father used to...
We were not aware of this. I mean, you're a daughter of...
I am the daughter of Mr. Prem Sagar.
Oh my
Ramanan
God.
Sagar ji is
He
my
is
Dadaji.
still in our hearts.
Yes, absolutely.
With his Ramayan, like...
Yes.
Yeah, oh God.
Yes, no, and absolutely. I mean,
What a difference.
Yeah.
He's such a creative man into his field of industry cinema.
So I'm blessed with the genetics of creativity.
So you did somewhere else, like in your interior.
Yes, my expression was different. That expression was different. And I used to work with my father for international Ramayan marketing.
Okay.
So I chanced upon meeting people with great exposure. I used to take them around in India. I used to show them. They all wanted a slice of India to take back. And I think that was my first brush with artifacts artifacts, shopping, artisans,
yes.
accessories into what real India is.
No, and when I was going through this, all your interiors, I feel the pulse of culture.
Yes, absolutely.
The tradition.
Yes.
You know, that Ramayana you
Yes,
talked, the kind
yes.
of interior we used to have at that time.
Absolutely.
The kind of look,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Wo, hai,
Yes,
roots mein hai. I can see
yes,
that you try to.
My
yeah.
work is very rooted in India.
Yes.
And only thing is, you know, we live very contemporary lives. We all lead modern lives. We live in
Yes.
apartments. So we've learnt over the years to balance remaining rooted, but giving it context in today's modern language of living.
We're going out of the India and just looking their interiors
Exactly.
modern, and they are copying
Yes,
us actually.
absolutely. The West is actually
Yes.
looking at India because I think India is in the spotlight. Our artisans, our heritage, our
Yes,
stories,
yes.
and we've somewhere in our work learned to extract that along with the comfort and the luxury
Yes.
of modern living.
And especially our generation, we talk about the kids. They always not knowing about their culture, and I
Yes.
think to your interiors they can know. Okay, this is
Absolutely, yeah,
atik,
yeah.
this is a graft. So
No,
much
and
of
also, yeah.
creative things I
Yes,
can see.
yes.
The way you have created, so that they should use the wood,
Yeah.
not the plastic, and that
No,
stuff is
absolutely.
coming.
Yeah. No, and we do a lot of recycle work. We work with homes being broken in Chettinad. We repurpose them. We've converted consoles from beams and doors and jharokas you would have seen. You would have seen big frames being converted into mirrors. So it's something that I'm very passionate about. We also work with a lot of vintage textiles. So
Yes.
we, you know, from Kutch and from Jaipur and all across actually.
Even I got the feel of Mughlais also.
Yes, absolutely.
Downstairs.
Absolutely, yes. So it's basically trying to be the custodian,
Yes.
keeper of our culture.
Yes.
And hopefully take our brand international, because there is no Indian home brand that has been showcased to the world.
And I think in India, the house is most important, where our culture, our kids grow.
Absolutely,
In
yeah.
India, we spend most of
Yes.
the time with the family, and I
Yes.
think somewhere, okay, TV hai, table hai. So
Yeah.
I think if that is designed in a culture way or different way, we
but,
can teach
you know,
that.
the mindset is also changing.
Yes.
Now there's so much exposure. Everyone wants a beautiful home.
Yes.
Everyone wants to come back home to a space that's an expression of their personality. And we do customized, tailor-made homes, which is, no home is like another.
But I
no
think the
person is
demand
like
of
another.
culture home is more like
Absolutely.
nowadays, they want their traditional
Yes,
back.
yes.
Because when we go to the villages,
Yeah.
our villages, this kind of concepts were there,
Yeah,
teak,
yeah.
wood, more of the furniture.
Yeah, no, and
We-
people are
now
so
we
proud
don't see
now
more.
of
Yeah.
their own roots. You know, people are proud of being Indian.
Yes.
And this is where we come from.
So the demand is more nowadays.
Yeah, I would like to think so.
And what about the Hyderabad city you're coming up, and what was the Reiki going on in your mind? How people have responded on opening a store in Hyderabad?
So, you know, I was very, very pleasantly surprised. Everyone has a perception that they've created themselves. And I always had a perception that I'm not sure if Hyderabad people are going to be ready for such eclectic work and such bold work. And I have, Hyderabad has welcomed me with open arms. People have loved it. I have heard that, you know, there was a gap in the market for such stores to be here. And I'm so happy that we've done what we've done.
And you did for so many celebrities. You talked about Kangna, and they were Irfan Khan also. I mean, what kind of a lover they are, interior, you can tell us. I mean, what kind of stuff they like?
See, I think when you are a creative profession yourself, their expression is acting. My expression is through my work of,
Yes.
you know, creating homes.
So what kind of stuff
So-
Kangna likes?
Like someone like a Kangana is so clear in her vision. She is, again, she's someone with very strong views.
Yes.
Someone who's very Indian at heart, very rooted.
Yes.
But if you look at her life or her lifestyle, she's an old soul, but traveling the world, been there, done that, top of her career. So she again wanted that to be reflected in her home.
Oh, yeah.
So her home again has old world pieces,
Okay.
pieces which are very you know, calming, soothing, but modern.
Modern.
So yeah.
Do you have something which is like, we can show us that, you know, Kangna, you designed for something, we have it here, we can show
So
it.
no,
yeah?
we don't have it here.
Okay.
I think when we design for people, it's a
That's
one-off.
for them.
Yes,
Okay,
it's a
that's
one-off.
exclusive.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Irfan Khan, what he likes? The theme-based house, what?
So Irfan again was, very different. His brief to me, I still remember, was ki, Shabnam, I want to be able to walk bare feet in my home
So sweet.
and feel that I'm walking on sand. Now, how do you interpret that brief?
Yes.
So we realized that, we need to use Indian stone with texture in it, which calms him and lets him get into his character. And so we kind of also become instrumental in deciphering what a client wants.
Yes.
So it's a joke where, we are often playing roles of psychiatrists and designers,
Yes,
because you
yes,
need to
yes.
understand your
Yes,
client.
yes, yes.
And again, what we did for him was very, very earthy, because he's a very simple soul.
Yes.
And we tried to recreate that for him.
And anything approach you from Tollywood actors? They have approached you, or you designed something favorite you would like to share with us?
Not really.
From the Hyderabad
think,
side?
Not really. But I think now that we are here in Hyderabad, I hope a lot of our creative clients over there.
So what the best moment of your life designing a house, your favorite also, and you had a really struggled and tough time to work on that client, celebrity wise?
I think that's a very, very tough question, but I don't think we had a tough time working, but I think my heart was broken when we finished Kangana's Manikarnan studio, and when it was broken, that was something which was horrible, because it was such a beautiful labor of love.
You designed that?
Yes, we designed that. Yes. So I think there are so many stories. We are storytellers in our work.
Yeah.
So each experience is different. Each client's work leaves different impressions.
I know.
So
I think studios, you just come up with this very good thing, that Manikarnika ka,
Yes.
you did it,
Yes.
or other studios which you did, like which very close to you.
I mean, so we've done the Applause Corporate Office, we've done
Okay.
MX Player. So
Movies?
no.
movies as Kangna. I think after House, you were her best buddy to design.
We're not into production design as yet, but like you say, never say never.
Yeah, but the kind of things you're doing, it's same only, the creativity.
Yeah.
So what's the plan now? Or what exactly you're looking forward now?
So we've started Kosha as a brand in Hyderabad, offering interior services, which are turnkey services, a one-stop shop for every interior need of Hyderabadis.
They can design anything.
So we can design anything. We offer stylized services. We offer any requirement that you might have.
I just wanted a little bit of feel with my viewers. This tool, the kind of look I want my cameraman to show. What was the idea like for the kids? So that they get attracted.
I mean, kids so naturally take to nature and animals. I think it's the adult humans that put fear of animals in them. But if you just see a child, they feel connected. And I think when we were designing these baby stools, we wanted something that has texture, that
baby
has
stools,
the
nice
motoring
name, baby
skills,
stools,
the carving. We wanted some fun animal element. And even if you see our work, it's not serious. It's
like
fun, it makes you smile.
Like if you put it, I think the kids can enjoy this wall.
Absolutely. So this actually is
something we used to play.
This is actually used to be used in embroidery workshops
Okay.
for their threads. These are thread pools.
Okay.
And they used to put all their threads in this for karigari work.
Okay.
So abhi ye kaam hi nahi hota hai, this handwork doesn't happen.
Yes.
So now we've kind of used it as wall panels. So we like to recycle, and you put this against a very, very modern wall the way we have. And even if you see the fabric of this sofa, these are old godadis. Which people used to odo in Jaipur and stuff. So we've picked up vintage fabrics, and we've kind of juxtaposed.
So from where you're getting all this, like it's like heritage. Have you collected like the oldest thing?
I'm a hoarder. I'm a collector.
I'm
a traveler.
Older you must be. I don't know how long. Big.
So every
centuries products you must be having.
I'm not that old, but not yet centuries.
Maybe your dad has collected that time and gifted you.
I love to travel.
Yeah.
And every time we source for clients for our projects, every time we love something, we just kind of pick it up. We know that it will hit us, what we want to do, what we want to design, and then we keep coming up with pieces.
So the oldest product you have with you?
I think some of the oldest products I have not even put out for sale. I keep them for myself because I know I'll never get them again. Like? I've got a 5-foot Hanumanji, which is, I believe, more than 200 years old. And he's a beauty. And the moment I saw him, I said, he's mine. And I'm not, there is no way I'm giving him to anybody.
Years back.
Yes.
We can't see that, no?
No, that's not here.
We'll not get the opportunity. That will be with you in Bombay, right?
Absolutely, yeah. That's
so that's the oldest you had?
That's the oldest I have, yes.
My God. And we talk about the other part, the wood part.
Right.
that you're focused more, like people go for a plastic or other fabric.
Yeah, so
you more
I'm
into
more
organic.
Absolutely. Even our fabrics that you will see, they are breathable fabrics, linens and jute.
Is it a natural fan? I can feel.
So this
was my first attraction.
Yes, this is a Banjara lehenga.
Yes,
And we've kind of taken this beautiful emerald green satin silk, which is also a vintage fabric, and laced it so that when she flies with the fan.
I thought we don't need a fan now.
It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
So I mean, the kind of beef we get and the interaction, nobody needs a fan.
No, and also, I mean, it's a conversation starter. It's just it brings the room to life. So.
So it was wonderful. I just wanted to know one thing more as a youngsters, now interior designing is very serious job.
Yes,
like it's not just okay, kuch bhi design kare, like in fashion industry.
Yeah.
So how you see this industry now more growing in coming years?
I think we've not even tapped the surface. I think more and more people want beautiful homes now, and I think it's a birthright. I think people should all be able to live in spaces that are beautiful.
Yes.
Interiors is not only about creating pretty homes, it's also about how a home functions, how it works, what it makes you feel. And I think the scope is huge.
And there is a myth, if you want a beautiful house, you want to hire interior design, they are very expensive. I think that's a myth we should remove.
It is.
Like,
I would
why
like
so?
to.
You
No,
can,
you don't.
yeah.
I remember very...
It's only a higher standards people pay.
Absolutely.
We should not go.
See,
I think middle class.
Creativity is free.
Yes.
And who defines creativity?
Yes.
So why do you need to think within a box?
Yes.
We all have heirloom pieces in our homes. We've all got brass lotas or those roti ka dabbas.
You just need to convert with
you
the
need
ideas.
to learn to convert.
Yes.
You need to figure out your own personal statement and your own personal style and bring your home to life. You don't need money for good style.
That's a big line.
Yeah.
So I just want to end up by knowing 3 tips for making your house nice or give a positive vibe. So what 3 tips you would like to give?
So one tip is for sure, stop being afraid. Stop being afraid of color. Stop thinking that you need to only have white walls.
Yes,
you
I love red. I have red in my house.
You can actually create a great looking home, and if you don't have access to redoing the whole home, a room which is a reflection of you. So I would definitely say play with color. My second tip would be rummage through your old cupboards and see what kind of fabrics you have lying around which you think are of no value, but they're invaluable actually. So like if you see this sofa that we've done, it's out of an old Godri. So now Diwali is coming, get a normal sofa wala which is not going to cost you too much money, and redo your sofas or your cushions or whatever it is that you find. My third tip would be that style is about your personal statement.
Yes.
So you do not need to go expensive or blow up your bank for that. Rummage through your kitchen, look at some pieces that you have, convert them into flower vases, convert them into nice table mantle pieces. You've got a great looking home.
My God, so this is the coming Dashera tips, Diwali tips from Shabnam Gupta, free of cost.
Absolutely free of cost.
So after that, if you feel like, then you can connect with her for a bigger way. So ma'am, it was wonderful talking to you and giving
you too.
Wonderful tips.
Thank
and
you.
I can feel the positive vibes around.
That's
the way
very
you have
kind
keep
of
up
you.
the
Thank you
culture
so
and the
much.
tradition.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So that was a wonderful chit chat with Shabnam Gupta. For more updates, keep watching iDream.